So I know some of y'all might be asking, hey, what exactly is the 9%? Well, I'm glad you asked. So in America, there's only 9% of people that own an established business. Now, what's an established business? Another good question. They define that as anyone that owns a business that pays the owner for at least 3.5 years. And trust me, paying yourself for over 3.5 years, it is hard to do. Trust me, I know. So as somebody that's in the 9%, I just really wanted to start this show to put out game, to have no fluff, no BS, just keep it 100 with you and just really give out some true content that could really help your journey as an entrepreneur, or you might be in the 9% club yourself. So we have Shanita Nicholas. She is a visionary entrepreneur and the co-founder of Sip and Sonder, a global Black woman-owned coffee brand with its flagship coffee house located in Inglewood, California. Inglewood! Shanita's journey embodies the spirit of entrepreneurship, innovation, and community building. With a background in corporate law, she has a passion for providing legal and business advice to startups. And personally, I've seen Sip and Sonder on Ellen, the Jennifer Hudson show, even on the Lakers. And I'm a Laker fan, so you know I spotted that out. They have a collaboration with Vans, just all over the place with Sip and Sonder. So I'm so excited to have you here as the first episode and the first guest of the 9% show. So
it's a lot. I mean, I think that's why shows like this are genuinely so important, because I almost went crazy going through it, because you are like, why is it so hard for me? Like, why, you know what I mean? Like, does everyone just know this?
Yeah.
How are you, like, exactly. You know what I mean? Because this, like, to your point, like, the people you're engaging with haven't mostly been in the position you're in, and so they're requesting things that they don't even know the burden that, you know, that they're putting on in that way. And then if you don't have a network, or, you know, you don't come from a family of it, like, to not be able to hear someone else say, like, yeah, this is really hard.
Yeah.
Like, period.
Right. That's all I have to say. Yeah. Seriously. You know? Like, no, I totally get it. And it's we are here for the people, okay? We're here for the people. And today we are talking about how I had over 2,000 orders in my first year without a social media following. That's right. Without it. I didn't have, well, I might have had one follower and it was me. But how to finance scaling. When you're growing, like, do you want to go the investor route? Do you want to give up equity? Do you want to keep taking loans on and be the personal guarantee of all this stuff? Like, if all the houses and the cards fall down, it's still falling down on you. Like, you think you get to a point in your business where, oh, I'm being successful and some of this eases up. But like, no, it's just like risk and another risk and another layer of risk and another layer of risk. Then on the flip side of that is like, okay, I have to motivate a team. Again, being a leader. That's the second part of that, being a leader. I have to motivate a team to grow and to scale and all this stuff and keep people lined up. Because if I just sit on my hands, like, the truth of the matter is, none of your employees and nobody you hire, and you hope that you get some people that really feel passionate about what you do, but no one's gonna feel as passionate about what you do as you. I know we actually had a viral TikTok video last year that had like a million views, and like I specifically know a couple sales that we got from that specifically. So it could happen, but that took like a million views viral video for that to happen. So I've always kind of been like, where do I put my focus at? Like, do I spend time on the social media, the creative content, being really like witty with the content and understanding our limitations? Like, I'm not really good at that stuff. I'm not really good at making dope videos and stuff. People jumping like this and outfits coming on and this going over here and this going over here. It's not my thing. Nobody on my team really does that as far as like my employees and stuff like that. So it's like, do I want to pay somebody, to do this stuff? And it's like, how do I weigh it? So that's always been my love-hate relationship with it. It's like, I can invest into that, or I can invest in some other things that I know is a known winner. So the cons to me that I see is that you're showing your content to the same people. Like, if you don't really have a super big following already, like Kim Kardashian status, like, You know, and even got to be that high. I mean, you know, if you got, you got 100,000 followers, and then that's just say that those 100,000 followers are real. You know, who knows? They might be fake. But you know, you post your picture and you only got 10 likes and you got 100,000 followers. I'm just saying. Today we are going to talk about bootstrapping. Bootstrapping, starting a business with minimal funds. Like, whew. It takes me back to the day when I first started, you know, well, shoot, I've started several businesses, but I'm gonna talk about Perfect Tux mainly on this one because it was really my first really like from scratch, really wanting to start something huge and really knowing what I'm doing going to it and knowing that it was gonna take some funds to really do it the right way. To establish high limit credit cards, and when I say high limits, I mean, I probably had about, at that time, maybe like 15,000 on a credit card, maybe even close to 20,000 on a credit card. It was a combination of really, really great credit, really, really great history of paying my credit card on time. And also the gym right now is always ask for credit increases religiously. Every 6 months. Most credit cards is every 6 months. Every 6 months, as a matter of fact, I had it on my calendar reminder. Every 6 months, I'm asking for a credit line increase. Just do it. It's important. Well, one, having a high limit credit card does come in handy, which we're going to talk about. But also going back to that utilization rate on like, you know, I could carry if you have a $20,000 limit credit card. If I want to carry 2,000 on there and let that carry over, it won't negatively impact my credit score. But if you have, you know, $1,000 credit limit and you put $500 on there, that's 50%. It's going to negatively drop your credit score. So it's a strategy for credit and also a strategy for business in front of your business that you really want to really take those credit line increases whenever you can. And so you might be adding up, you know, if you can only do it twice a year, that takes some time to do it. And yeah, it did take some time. It took some time to establish. It's a nice saying out there, stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. These are 5 myths that we are trying to stump today, okay? And I'm going to give you some reasons behind how I feel, and we're going to go from there. So the number one myth is spend it. It's a business expense. Who cares? Buy that G-Wagon, buy that whoop-de-whoop. It's a business expense. Pump your brakes, okay? It is not monopoly money. You need to treat your business money like it is your money. Matter of fact, it is your money. The only way it's not going to be your money is if you're using other people's money. Meaning you have investors, meaning you might have like, you know, maybe you're venture backed or something like that. And even then, or even you have an angel investor. But even then, if I give you money to start your business, I'm not trying to see that you was at the restaurant buying everything you could just because it was a business expense. Okay? So I'm going to be in your business too as an investor. So you have to be like, get your mind right that you have to budget your business money the same way you budget your personal money. And the fact of the matter is, they're both the same thing. I can transfer money to my business account. When I give the money, it's still my money. If I put $5,000 in this business bank account, we started my business today, I put $5,000 over here, all of a sudden how I spend this business money does not change. It still matters. The number 2 myth that I absolutely hate that I see, get an LLC, okay? Apply for business credit. And then everything's in the business, okay? Get your business credit, you do this. It's simple as 1, 2, 3. Again, pump your brakes, okay? That myth, we're gonna squash that, okay? Work on your personal credit. Make sure your personal credit is excellent before you start a business. You are going to need it or you're going to struggle because it's also the same ways that you have interest rates on your credit cards and on your loans, and it's all based on your credit, the amount of interest rate you're going to have. It's the same in business, okay? It is the exact same in business. Don't let nobody fool you. Get your personal credit right, okay? When you are in go mode and you just go, you know, it's a tough thing, especially when you have other people that depend on your presence, that love you and love your presence. That work-life balance, you will find it starting to chip away at you. But honestly, I really don't know what the solution there is. Like, I'm just being super honest because it's like even like athletes or anybody that really wants, like, or whatever you have, whatever you do in your craft, if you're trying to reach the top level of it, it takes sacrifice. And it just sucks that your life can be that sacrifice. So let me introduce my best friend, my really great friend, Mercedes Coffman. She is a marriage and family therapist who was born in Suriname, South America, graduating with honors from Woodbury University, and even got a master's from Pepperdine University in clinical psychology with an emphasis on marriage and family therapist. She's been a practicing therapist for over 11 years. Been on websites, relationship experts on several websites, including Huffington Post, Cosmopolitan, Martha Stewart Weddings, Wedding Wire, and just so much more. Even on TV, she's been a commentator on The Insider, Fox Soul, just everything you could look for. She has been there getting it, and I am super excited to have her on my show.
Because I am familiar with humble beginnings, I wanted to take a responsible risk. Like, although I could be pretty impulsive now with things that I want, I'll buy it. I think that I didn't want to take a risk that I was gonna regret. So I think that for me, whereas a lot of my cohort or a lot of the people that I went to grad school with jumped right into renting their own space and starting their private practice that way. And so their overhead or their rent was like $3,000 a month.
Wow, from the jump.
From the jump, with just starting with their clientele. For me, that just didn't make sense. Although I too liked how their places looked. I liked how their offices had waterfalls outside, and it was very calming. And I also wanted that. I realized that, again, the freedom that I wanted to know that when it's time for work, I'm at work, but after work, I don't want to worry about money. So for me, what I did is I started by just renting a space with other therapists only on the hours that I was scheduling people.
I wonder how, you have your business, what I'm saying? You can't give free charity to everybody, but at the same time, you gotta have emotion feeling. You gotta be tied to clients sometimes. I mean, how do you balance, clients that need to pay? Maybe they ain't got no money no more. Maybe they just lost their job, but they need this therapy or they're asking you for that. Do you, at this point, do you just maybe have a percentage that you will give out free? I mean, how do you handle that?
Well, in the beginning, I definitely did more free cases with people who I worked with in the treatment center, because I know how tough it is for people who are just getting clean and sober to get on their feet. And I think that I also, it's a field of ethics and compassion, but it's also a field of practice what you preach. If I'm going to teach my clients to have self-worth, and I'm going to teach my clients to protect themselves and have boundaries and standards, I also need to have boundaries and standards and have self-worth. And so for me now, I have a sliding scale that gives people wiggle room of what they can afford, but at the same time, I know my worth. I've been in this field for a long time. And so I also have to treat Mercedes the way that I would encourage my clients to treat themselves. And that means not letting me get taken advantage of, and to give people what they deserve, but also to protect myself and my worth as well.
Man, I couldn't wait for this episode. I could not wait. Okay, today we are talking about why you should stop worrying about friends and family supporting your business, okay? Stop worrying about it. Okay, this one really hits home, and there's gonna be some shots fired, okay? Bang, 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 okay? Shots is gonna be fired, and people gonna be in their feelings. But you know what? Y'all had me in my feelings too, so it's only right I return the favor, okay? But friends and family, that is your first. You had your business idea. You so gung-ho. You just, oh my goodness, I'm about to get it. This is the best thing smoking. I got the best product, the best service, whatever the case may be. And what's the first thing you're going to do? Who the first people you go reach out to? Who the first people you go say, hey, I'm open for business, y'all? Your friends and family. Okay. And when you push that button and push enter, you send that email, you send that text, you do whatever you got to do, post that message on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, whatever you got, Twitter, X, whatever it's called now. And then you hear crickets. Cricket. And then you're like, oh, this person ain't post about me. This person ain't post about me. This person ain't do nothing. This person ain't bought nothing. And it's just all bad. That brings me to, the limitations of friends and family. So many people start businesses and they just depend on friends and family way too much. Okay, way too much. Like, Okay, I get it. That's your network. That's who you know. Like, it is what it is. But like, after you make that post, after you make that email, after you send whatever, after you call whoever, after you tell everybody and their mama that you exist, what next? I had to focus on finding customers. Like, where are they at? I had to get beyond friends and family. I just told you, not one friend or family bought from me. And in my experience as well, like, I've had friends that had weddings and hasn't bought from me. And it's so like, it's mind blowing to me at this point in my life. Like, it really doesn't affect me, because when you get beyond friends and family, you get beyond your feelings and get beyond, like, honestly, for me right now, I just want to hook my friends up, hook my families up. Like, I'm not trying to make $1 off you. I have real customers. I have like customers coming in every single day. So whether you buy from me or you don't buy from me, it's not going to make or break my business. You want to get beyond the point where your friends or family can make or break your business as quickly as possible, because guarantee they will break it. Okay. There's not enough friends and family that will support everything you do and support it for a longevity where you can scale your business. Stop worrying about your friends and family supporting you. But on the flip side of that, friends and family, support, okay? Well, you ain't gotta buy everything we pitching, but I swear, a like, a share, it goes a long way. Especially if it's somebody that you know cares about you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying you gotta, you a distant cousin and you're my second, third cousin. I just follow you. We friends on Facebook just cause. I ain't talking about them. But if it's your homeboy and y'all go out and y'all hang out and do something, like, please, come on now. It don't take much to like and subscribe. And speaking of liking and subscribing, yes, please do that right now. And yes, I see you. The friends that watch this, I see you. Please subscribe right now. Okay? Thank you guys for joining us for this episode. It was a fun one. Hope nobody caught in their feelings like I've been caught in my feelings. I didn't mean it like that, but I kind of did. But it just is what it is, okay? Till the next time, like I said, if you want any of these tips about, getting beyond and really getting your business skills up, please check the episodes we've already released. We dive in deep with some good stuff. This was just an episode. We talking some real stuff and got to hit people with some real stuff, because this is real feelings and this is how we feel out here. But if nobody else feel like it, I feel like it. That's all that matters. But anyways, all right, y'all. Till next time. See you next time. Peace.